What up? Your boy MC Shadow, and today it's gonna be a trippy one. You know what I mean? Today is gonna be. I'm gonna put it in the playlist of the G life. You know what I mean? But these fools ain't G's. They wanna be G's. You know what I mean? And like the title says, the police officer gangs, the Huda gangs. So yes, law enforcement have gangs, and I'm not here making it up. These are not allegations. It's not me fabricating stuff. These are reports that have been filed. People have gotten already arrested, trialed, and everything. This has been going on for a long time under the radar. You know what I mean? But it is public knowledge because you can look it up and see all of that. FBI cracked down on some of them. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is real. This is not made up, not a conspiracy theories, none of that. This is all 100% legit. Now, I'm not doing this, to encourage violence against these law enforcement officers. I'm not doing it, to put them at risk or at danger. I'm just making the public aware of this knowledge. You know what I mean? Plus, the pictures of them, you can find them on the internet. So it's not like like I'm putting them on blast because it's people could just look it up, themselves. You know what I mean? But this is not. This is just for knowledge, to give people knowledge. You know what I mean? I don't want them to try to take my video down or the Huda trying to come after me. With that boo boo shit. Just because you educating people on what really be going on. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'm gonna be breaking them down. I'm not even gonna put the intro or none of that. They don't even deserve none of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, and there's and I only got some of them. There's more of them, but I just got the ones that are more important. Because if not, these videos will be really long. Because there's all kinds of crazy ass information in here. You know what I mean? It's insane. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Huda trying to be G's. The Huda trying to live the G life. Being hypocrites. But yeah, this real shit. Starting off with. Alright, here you have the 3,000 boys. This is one of the deepest sheriff's clique that they got, from my investigation, from what I seen. They be deep and, they be acting a fool right there in their station. They got everybody scared right there in their station. The fellow workers, feel like they gotta do whatever they say, because if not, they'll get regulated. They're known for a gang of reports, like on them, a lot of investigations and a lot of lawsuits and settlements that are being paid, but that's stupid because those lawsuits and all that shit are being paid with our money, with our taxpayer money. So it's like, how the fuck is that even a punishment? You get what I mean? Because it's like it's coming out of our wallet. So like, why do we gotta pay for their, you know what I mean, for their pendejadas? That shit is stupid. But yeah, 3,000. So they're in the men's central jails. You know what I mean? The reason they call 3,000 boys is for the third floor. The 3,000. And then obviously boys, whatever. From what you can see in the picture, there's like several of them. They be throwing gang signs. See how they got it tatted, like even on their neck, on the back of their neck. Like, damn, my boys, like y'all full blown with it, no? Throwing up all them signs. Look at that, damn, dog. Like, bunch of hypocrites. You know what I mean? But now their activities are beatings, obviously corruption, planning evidence, tampering with evidence, death threats, extortion, kidnapping, yeah, man, like, and even death, because some prisoners have died, in behalf of them retaliating, and doing what they gotta do, and like I said, they keep everything like under wraps, they refuse. Here you have another one. Look how intimidating this one looks, huh? They gangster, I mean, that shit's fucking funny. This one is called the Regulators. they have different cliques, right? So how their cliques work is that in different sheriff departments, uh, it's a different like logo and a different name, but it's still the same organization. That way, it doesn't look like the club is getting too big, and then that way it causes suspicion. Like, wait, why is your club in that precinct too? And then they start like connecting the dots, you know. But they're called the Regulators. They're also known as the Grim Reapers. Trip out on that. This one is the ones in Lennox, right there by the airport and all that. The Grim Reapers, you know what I mean? And all of these are branches off the original one that started it all, the Lingwood Vikings, you know what I mean? Those fucking racist ass fools. Uh, they got cliques also in San Diego. They got the jump out boys, because, like when the Hura rolls up and they just jump out and they be tackling motherfuckers or gunning them, they jump out. So that's why they call it jump out boys. The hats is for the gang unit. The gang unit always be rocking them hats, you know what I mean? So, that's part of the clique within the gang unit, or within those task force, like SWAT and everything like that. Like, I'm telling you, man, this should be going deep. And he got the 2,000 boys who's a part of their clique too in the men's central jails, on the second floor and everything like that. Different from the 3,000 boys, not the same thing. But yeah, they're all law enforcement. And believe it or not, these Judas, they beefing with each other. They be having rumbles and putazos. And man, look up these reports, bro. Look up these reports. They be jumping each other. Man, this shit is crazy, bro. That's what our taxpayer money goes for. I ain't even... look at their drawing, man. This shit is crazy. You know what I mean? But they're known for beatings, planting evidence, tampering, shooting people. These motherfuckers be gunning motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They don't follow like the procedures like the rest of the Hura. Like they're more like they like fuck that, just shoot the motherfucker. They're more like about causing damage. The way that they explain it is that the city don't like us, so it's us against them. So they're trying to kill us. So remember that it's either your life or their life. So you know what I mean? Which is a fucking stupid way to think when you're law enforcement. Like that is insane, man. Let that sink in. That shit is crazy. But yeah, that's the Regulator Grim Reaper Jump Out Hats 2000 boys. What you know about that? Son bien machine. Man, this shit is insane, bro. I ain't even lying, man. This shit is crazy. But yeah, that's the Regulators right there. Here's another one. They call themselves the Banditos in East LA. Los Banditos. Now, look at even the picture, man. Look at the intimidation with the badge and everything. No mames, it's crazy. So they're old school. They've been around since the 1990s. 1990s, these fools been around. That's crazy. They're in the East LA Sheriff's Department. One of their most feared, like all the juras is scared of these vatos. Like these vatos, they got jugo. You know, they know people in high places. I don't know I don't know whether that means their board of directors or the fucking mayor or the fucking governor. You know what I mean? But like, they got juice, so like they could do shit to you and you could report it, and nothing even happens to them Judas. They still right there on the job because they have reports and reports, countless reports, man. You guys could look all of this shit up, man. I ain't even making this up, man. They got countless reports and nothing has ever happened. Nothing has ever happened. You know what I'm saying? They always say that, nah. Well, we already say that groups like that, we don't tolerate. Like, man, what the fuck? Man, you fool lost your fucking minds. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the Banditos. They're the East LA ones, the sheriffs. Man, they got people, like I said, in high-ranking places. They even have them in fucking. They even got like secretaries or something like that they keep the phones tapped, right? So like if the Huda makes an anonymous report, like wanted to like tell on his fellow like compadres, the call gets intercepted. You know what I mean? And then they'll know who's the one that snitched. You know what I'm saying? Like these fools are ruthless. They're known for also as you can see right here in these reports that I'm putting up, They falsely arrest people. They plant evidence. They do all of this and that for they could get more hours, more overtime, and shit like that, man. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Serio pedo it is, you know what I mean? But yeah. Now in this one, how you get into it? Same thing. You gotta get a tattoo. That's how they know who these members are. They gotta get a tattoo. And the Banditos, more than 40% of the fucking sheriff's department is a part of the fucking Banditos. But supposedly they say que ya, that they say that they don't have it no more. That the club's over. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Because you still see all these fucking reports and a graffiti even written on their fucking precinct. That they're still around. The new recruits or whatever be reporting them too. Even their logo, they try to change their logo to this mamada. You know what I mean? But instead of the sheriff badge, you try to get this. Like, man, these fools lost their minds. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the Banditos right there, East LA, man.